Welcome to the Rob and Kale podcast. Rob Standard.
Clemson is going to kick the shit out of the South Carolina Gamecocks probably for the next 10 years every time they run across each other.
Kale Carolina Jackpot Hall.
The South Carolina Gamecocks are weaker than a plate full of piss.
The Rob and Kale podcasts.
Let's go.
And welcome into the Rob and Kale podcast. You know, if Jim Cornette says it, it's true, by God. And you know what? If you want to challenge Jim Cornette, find yourself a Dairy Queen and he'll call you things. We're not going to argue with Jim Cornette ever. Not on this program. Anyway, welcome to the show tonight. Of course, I'm here in Columbia, South Carolina. My podcast partner is in Lumberton, North Carolina. Look at that jackpot. I remembered. The number one Gamecock YouTuber on the planet, Carolina Jackpot. What's up, buddy?
What's up, guys? Number one number one Gamecock YouTuber on the internet. It's not even close. I come at you raw, ready, and without filter.
Yeah. Can you explain Carolina page views, which is what you have your screen name up there tonight? I don't get it.
Well, I know the fucking guy who does the pizza thing calls itself Davy Page Views, so I just figured, why not? Maybe we'll get some more views on these pages. Get up over 1,000 views on a video, for God's sake. It's been forever.
Well, I tell you what, I am confident that we are going to get some more folks tuning into the show simply because we're getting closer and closer to football season, Jackpot. We are not that far off, my friend.
That's right.
Yeah, we're getting there. All right, so here's what we've got for you this evening. We're going to do I'm calling it the RNC 12 pack. And no, it's not what Jackpot and I drink on game day. It's not like that. This is the 12 games that we think are going to be the best games of the upcoming season. All right, so we'll get into that momentarily. Let's thank Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. They sponsor our Pick'em Challenge, which is you got to be a part of that. And looking forward to having that again this season. But great food, great people, all at Callaway's in West Columbia. Highway 1, diagonal from the Walmart in West Columbia. All right, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. We also have story time with Uncle Jackpot, which we got to have some feeling on it from our good buddy Dennis Wilson, who will move anything that you have with his wonderful trucking service, DNC Trucking and Transport. Jackpot, can you tell us a story, sir?
Sucks to be a Gamecock. Mark Kingston turned our baseball program from a Corvette to a Chevette. Our entire athletics department is a shithole. We have had to replace our coaches in 2 major sports and are broke and stupid. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
The message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. Shout out to the folks that are watching this evening. We're going to let you guys call in here shortly.
With that being said, at least we will replace the motherfuckers when they're not performing.
You know what? Jackpot, I can't argue with you on that. You're right.
Would Clemson have fired Frank Martin?
No, absolutely not. Clemson doesn't care about basketball. You're fucking silly. That's not happening.
I can't believe Mark Kingston still has a job right now. I'm just, what the fuck? This is,
yeah, and you know what? And just from an outsider's perspective, and from someone who sat in on his press conferences here lately, he doesn't really give you like hope. There's no warmth. There's no, even when Frank Martin was there in his final season, you still got the vibe that like, hey, I want to be here. I believe in my guys. I don't get that with the guy. Yeah, he cares. Let's thank Big Barney Ross for the super chat. Would you like to read that, Jackpot?
I'm really happy for Coach Mark Stoops and the guys who have been around here 6 or 7 years, especially our seniors. We're saying someone got held back a grade.
Well, I think it's the old line from Tommy Boy. It takes some people, 7 or 8 years to get through college. They're called doctors.
Oh, not sure about that.
Mr. Boogie says nothing will change until we get a new AD. Well, you know what though? I mean, you got to give Tanner
Well,
credit. He got rid of 2 coaches, so.
well, here's the thing. What would you rather do? Would you rather I made this point this morning on a video that what would you rather do? Would you rather Ray Tanner make the hire and you take a leap of faith that this one will work out, or would you rather, and that's the unknown, or would you rather go with what you know is going to happen, keep fuckstick around for another year, hoping Ray Tanner gets the axe in the meantime, and just wade your way through another shitty baseball season? Because that's what's happening. Not getting any better.
And we're going to get to the football stuff in a moment, but I have to put this out there. There is no reason on this planet with the facilities that South Carolina has and the talent that has gone through that program that they should be finishing under 500. I think they're what, 26 and 27, something like that. There is absolutely no reason that should be happening ever. With
Absolutely.
I mean, your facilities are better than most minor league parks. I mean, Founders Park is a better ballpark than the park the Fireflies play in. I mean, it's just a better park, and they've got everything built in there. They've got the apartments across the street where the guys don't have to go far for any of that stuff. I mean, it is a juggernaut program that has basically been turned into a Chevette, and it's shitty. It really, really is. And you'd like to think maybe Holbrook, if he got another year, he would have done something different, but Kingston's just not with it, in my opinion.
No, he's not. He doesn't belong here. I don't like the guy. I don't like his personality. I've liked him since day one. And I tried to tell everybody. Nobody wanted to listen. And now they see what we got. Sucks.
Jack, can you answer this question for Jerome here? Why did they agree Tanner to the AD? It blows his mind.
What?
He says, why did they agree to make Tanner the AD? It blows his mind. Why do you think they did that?
Well, I mean, I think at the time, that they were like, oh, boy, this would be an innovative plan here. This guy, he knows how to win championships. He knows how to build a baseball program. So, by God, I'm sure that he can. The athletics program was pretty strong when he took it over. So, they're probably, well, he can surely continue the upward trajectory here. So he's had success as a coach.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember when they announced the hire.
I don't know what his educational background is either. So I'm sure that.
Yeah. I just think that at this juncture, you have to give him credit for Shane Beamer, because Beamer is one of his hires. And let's be honest, Beamer had a great season last year, but are we really going to put all the eggs in that basket yet? I mean, you got to support him, but we don't know how things are really going to shake out there. But
No.
the 2 baseball coaches that he's hired have been absolute drizzling shits.
Absolutely. We don't know. We don't know how the Shane Beamer hire is gonna do yet. Right now, all he's done is win the transfer portal and a few press conferences.
Well, he made himself a vat of chicken salad by going up to the mayonnaise bowl and getting dumped in it. But
he did do that.
He did do that. All right, Jackpot. Let's. I'm calling this the 12-pack here. I thought we would go game by game, and I've got mine picked out, and I'll let you go first, since you're up there in the land of North Carolina. There you go. Tell me what your first game is in the 12-pack of games that you think is going to be much-watched games this year.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Utah versus Florida game.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think that's going to be an interesting matchup. You don't often see. Utah's a Pac-12 team, but I don't know. They don't really feel like one to me. I mean, they kind of. I don't know. Kind of feels like a BYU South something. I don't know. It's different. It's an interesting matchup. Florida finally plays someone with a pulse from a non-conference. So yeah, that's going to be interesting.
All right, my number one game is I like Notre Dame at Ohio State on September the 3rd. We're going to find out who's got a set of nuts the first week of the season, right there between those two. And I think
Notre Dame
Ohio State's going to be big there, but
Notre Dame's a pretty significant underdog, I do believe.
17 points. So yeah.
So.
All right, what's your next one, Jackpot?
I gotta tell you, I'm skipping around a little bit to different areas, but I'm looking forward to seeing that Auburn Penn State matchup.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think Penn State's going to kick them right in the nuts.
All right, I can buy that. My next matchup that I'm looking forward to is Tennessee at Pitt. And that game is on, I think it's September the 10th is what I've got on my thing here. I could be wrong, but can that gimmick offense go on the road and put up a big performance in the land of Heinz ketchup? Can Keaton Slovis do his best impersonation of Kenny Pickett without the Biletnikoff Award winner? Can Narduzzi pull off what I think that they might be underdogs at home, but can they slap the gimmick offense around and make Leave It to Beaver there look silly? I'm really looking forward to that game.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of think Tennessee kind of runs away with that one. I don't know.
They might.
I don't trust Pitt.
Nobody ever really does, but at the end of the season, they win 7 or 8 games. They always do. So
yeah, I know, but I don't know. I just don't trust them. I mean, they lost their best players. They've just lost too much. I mean, their lines of scrimmage are going to probably be good, but I mean, if you don't have any skill position talent around it, I mean, is it really? I mean, what have you got?
Good point.
Boring football, a wet fart. Like I've always said, Pitt is a wet fart. Oh, last year when they played Clemson and beat them at home, they weren't a wet fart. That was a great day. I'd like to see some more of that, but I don't think they play this year.
Our good friend of the program, Rich, says Pitt will be down this year, and he's probably right. What's your next matchup you're looking forward to there, Jackpot?
Okay, this one's you're going to think silly because, I mean, the teams, well, they're not really all that great, but I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. I don't know that they've ever actually gotten together on the field. Well, I'm sure they have at one point in time. September 17th in Bobby Dodd Stadium, the Ole Miss Rebels come to Georgia Tech.
Now, Jackpot, please tell me why that is one of the 12 games that you are looking forward to this season, because you mentioned wet fart a minute ago, and that's what I think of when I think of that matchup. Who in the fuck cares?
Why is Ole Miss? Ole Miss is an exciting team.
No, I didn't say Ole Miss. I said it's a wet fart of a game. I mean, do you want to watch Ole Miss score 67 points up there? And I mean, they're leading 67-0 at the half, and the first string goes to the varsity and gets a cheeseburger.
Well, offense is fun. Goddamn.
All right. Goddamn. All right.
Goddamn.
Zero watchability. Yeah, thank you for that. Now, Jackpot, will you bet on that game, Jackpot?
Would I bet on it?
Yeah.
On the spread?
Sure, why not?
Sure. I mean, I'm sure I'll be betting on quite a few this year.
All
As
right, the
per usual.
next game that I am looking forward to is Texas A&M at Alabama. The reason that I'm looking forward to this one is because Nick Saban is going to break his foot off in Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher ran his mouth like a punk bitch. He's got to pay for that shit come October the 8th. I know there's going to be some folks that are going to be like, oh, Jimbo Fisher, this and that. We talked about this on the rundown today. What if that sorry asshole goes 8-4 this year? You think those people at Kyle Field are going to be all jacked up about him being there?
They're probably going to be kind of jacked up and angry.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know. He's ran his mouth a lot there. So yeah, I don't know. He better back it up. I mean, Eliza, he's a cheating motherfucker too. I mean, come on.
I think everybody does it. So, but he put it out there and called Saban all kind of stuff and completely walked back some shit that he said before where he was a good friend, et cetera, et cetera. Now you have to go to Tuscaloosa, sir, and you got to take your team there, and they are going to, I mean, Saban will remember that shit, and they're going to get throat punched. I'm so confident in that game. I mean, that's going to happen. I really, really believe that. What's your next one, Jackpot?
October 29th in Neyland Stadium, Kentucky at Tennessee.
You stole one of mine, you bastard.
Fuck. I guess you're going to have to go back from one of your
I got to get another one.
alternative.
Anyway, yeah. All right, well, tell us why you like that game.
Well, I'm just in high hopes that they both lose.
You're hoping for a COVID cancel or is that what you're hoping for? Or?
No, I'm not. It always seems to be a pretty good game. Both teams, should be pretty good. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
All right. My next game is Oregon and Georgia in Atlanta on September the 3rd. This is the toughest game on the Georgia schedule. I want to see if we're going to find out.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure about that.
No, but okay.
Well, you can disagree. I mean, we can still be friends.
I certainly fucking disagree. There's several more tougher games than that.
Okay, which one are you're gonna throw Auburn at me?
Gamecocks, Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida. All those are more valid than fucking Oregon.
They will win all of those games by 17 or more. Oregon's the only team that will be even closer. Yep, write that down.
They'll probably lose in Columbia week 3.
Okay. Peg and Megan says, just a reminder, thank you for the super chat, sir. Rob spent all last season bashing Curry. I sure like Jimbo's odds this year. You know what? If they you're gonna carry that Jimbo Fisher torch to the grave there, sir. I don't know what you like so much about that asshole, but I can understand being a Georgia fan. You like Kirby Smart, but your infatuation with Jimbo Fisher is just odd to me. I just don't understand it. I really don't get it. And if it's just something that you want to battle with me because, you need something to help you with life, I understand that. That's fine. But why you think this guy is so great, I just don't get. I mean, do you like the crab thief at Florida State? Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Who knows at this juncture? So there you go. All right. So that was mine, the Oregon game. What's your next game, Jackpot?
All right. How about give me a little bit of Alabama at Texas?
Be a good game. What are you looking forward for that? I mean, is it just Saban and Sarkisian matching up and seeing if Texas is truly back?
Yeah, well, I think that's obvious that they probably aren't. And, they're probably going to get throat punched. But, it's just a big game on a big stage. I mean, they're joining. Are you taking calls already?
No, someone's just calling in. We're going to find out who it is before the beforehand. Welcome to the program. Good evening.
Good evening. This is Hollywood Jr. How you doing today?
Hollywood, call back, brother. We're gonna finish our thing here, man. You can call back in just a minute, all right?
All right.
All right. There you go. Hollywood Jr. promised he was gonna call, so we'll get his goodness here in a little bit. All right, my next game as we finish it up here. The next one I have on the list for me is Miami at Clemson on November the 19th. First matchup with Miami and Mario Cristobal. And I think that's the toughest game on the Clemson schedule, in my opinion.
No, I mean, I disagree, but that will be a big game. Crystal balls. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if the guy's a good coach or if he's a little bit overrated. He lost to Utah twice last year. How the hell do you do that? So, and then he
Big
runs
Barney
off.
Ross I'm sorry. I was going to read the super chat. I'm sorry, Jackpot.
Go ahead.
Big Barney Ross says Tennessee can hunt in the uniform on Friday, play in it on Saturday, and go back to jail in it on Sunday. That's a good point,
very
sir.
Interesting.
That's versatility. Normally, you don't get that in Tennessee. It's normally, but I guess they're trying to save some money there. Why not? Yeah, I can buy that. All right, Jackpot. Do you have another game?
Yeah, September 10th. How about give me and you might laugh at me, but I just think this is going to be an interesting matchup. Give me some Syracuse on the road at UConn.
Is that going to be one of the Kale Hall specials this year? For those that don't know, we normally pick 10 games and a Kale Hall special. The Kale Hall special is always some shit game that nobody knows anything about. Like last year, it was like UMass versus, I don't know,
UConn
here. Yeah. And it's always a shit game. Is that going to be one of the first Kale Hall specials of the year?
It might be.
It might be.
It might be. It could be.
The best part about it is that we pick the 10 games beforehand, right? But I never know which way Jackpot's going to go with the Kale Hall special. And it always, every time. I mean, it's just shit.
I think I've done like Akron, Bowling Green, Akron versus Temple. It's been some growth. They have a tough schedule after they play Syracuse at home. That's UConn. The next week they have to go on the road to fucking Michigan. Then the next week they're on the road at NC State. Okay, then they get to come home to play Fresno State, a team that beat them like 52-0 last year. Then FIU Ball State, they got to play. They play Boston College at home. They'll get donkey stomped there. They play Liberty at home, donkey stomped there, and then they go on the road to Army. Oh my God, they're going 0-12. Goddamn.
I might actually buy into that they go 0-12. You might be right.
Why don't you hold your dicks for a minute? We'll be done here in a second.
You fuckers gave up a huge touchdown to them last year on special teams.
Sure.
If you had Pete Limbo, you wouldn't have done that. So you trust in Pete. You say you will Pete, but you won't repeat.
Well, I mean, Pete Limbo obviously doesn't care about his career. He went to South Carolina to coach.
Well, that's where Pigskin Pete, the YouTuber, actually got his YouTube handle from, because that's what Pete Limbo's name is in the coaching circles, Pigskin Pete.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Well, Pigskin Pete needs to copyright that shit and sue that motherfucker. That's what I would do. You imagine Pigskin Pete going into court with Jeff with Coach Limbo there. Hey, you stole my name, asshole. Pay me.
Oh, he wouldn't stand a chance.
Well, not in this state. There'd be some damn Gamecock judge would be like, not happening. We can't win on the football field.
He wouldn't stand a chance. Pete Limbo would have some shrewd dude, O.J. Simpson's attorney.
Yeah. All right, 803-470-2905. If you want to join the show, you can put out your best game of the year that you like and add to the mix there. And of course, now the phone lines are open. Our good friend Hollywood Jr., he's put the number in his phone and saved it, Jackpot. But if you need to know the number, it's right there scrolling on the bottom of the screen. 803-470-2905. I'm going to get the bouncing ball. That what, like, remember when we were kids, you had the bouncing ball? Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop. We need one of those. I may have to see if I can put that into the mix. All about that. All right, 803-470-2905. Peg and Megan with a great comment. Hollywood Jr., do you think them boys in Gainesville are going to miss Miss Megan's pregame kisses? No, all those assholes transferred.
Eric Twyman says UConn got women's basketball is all. You know, I see some parallels.
Yeah. Well, now, come on now. The Gamecocks have UConn's never been really worth a shit. Well, they did beat South Carolina in the last time they played. I don't want to bring that up.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that, but yeah.
I'm not going to talk about that going into the weekend. All right, 803-470-2905 if you would like to call and join the program.
That was the fucking pizza bowl. The fucking concession stand at the pizza bowl ran out of fucking pizza. How the hell do you do that?
I don't know. I don't know how that happens. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
Good evening. This is Hollywood Jr. back again.
Hello, Hollywood Jr. I'm glad you remembered.
No doubt. The line, you know, I get it now. You're Rob is the Clemson fan. Listen, my brother is a huge Clemson fan. He has a Clemson room all decorated. I believe they go undefeated this year. The Fuck.
Fuck. All right, you think they're going undefeated? Well, that means we're going 8-4. We're gonna go Jimbo Fisher 8-4. If you think.
No, they're going undefeated. I think Clemson's gonna win the championship this year. That's gonna be my bottom. That's gonna be my bet for this year. Florida Gators. We will be going to the Sugar Bowl.
What is Billy Napier buying everybody a ticket? They're gonna sit in the stands.
We're going to the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying. Is he gonna buy? He's big money. Are they gonna buy everybody a ticket or what?
We're gonna be 12-1, SEC East champions, and going to the Super Bowl. We're gonna lose to Alabama in the SEC championship, and we're gonna be going to the Super Bowl.
Okay. I'm just saying.
We're gonna go to the and a game that we need to watch this year is the South Carolina versus Florida matchup down there in the swamp November. I think it's November the 14th. I will not believe.
Right.
I believe it. You know, I think we'll be. I think that's the game that we clinched the SEC East with right there after we beat Georgia. I think that we need that game right there.
Respectfully, sir, I am no South Carolina fan, but I think you lose to the Gamecocks by 3 scores.
Are you serious? Are
I don't
you
think,
serious?
3 scores.
The same. We lose to the same Cox. The same Cox.
Just happened.
They gonna lose week. They lose week going to Georgia State. 28-26.
Jesus fucking Christ. They're not losing to Georgia State.
They're losing to Georgia State 28-26. Mark it down. When the upset happens this year, you're gonna be like Hollywood Jr. said they was gonna lose the first game of the season.
Do you know where Georgia State is?
Yeah.
Where's it at? Where's the campus?
It's in Atlanta.
Oh, good. Okay, so you at least know where they play. I wanted to make sure that you were picking the correct team. This is not Georgia. This is Georgia State.
They play in the old Brave Stadium. And yes, Georgia State campus. They were upset the South Carolina Shamecocks this year.
Why are you calling them the Shamecocks? I mean, you got to come up with something better than that.
They is the Shamecocks. They've been shaming people for years.
Well, they they didn't lose to Central Florida and lost the fight afterwards last year. That's true. Peg and Megan says Hollywood Jr. is going to tell us how UF's third string could beat the Israeli special forces. How do you think your guys would do against the special forces from Israel?
We'll kick your ass.
Are you against the special forces of Israel? I don't know if we can handle that, Jackpot.
Mm-hmm. I know this. We'll beat our main rivals. We'll beat Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, and Florida State, and LSU. We'll beat them all.
I don't know.
And the Tennessee fans is just totally. They totally think this is their year. I can't wait till we beat them in Cleveland, and I can't wait till South Carolina upset them at Wilson. But I hope the South Carolina fans tear out the goalpost when they beat Tennessee.
Look,
I really do.
I hate to. God, Jackpot, help me here, brother. I don't know what to say here, Jackpot. I got nothing.
I don't.
Is it? Do I just need to tell him thank you and thanks?
Thank you.
I do have y'all beating Tennessee and Georgia. South Carolina has.
So wait a minute. Hold
wins.
on, sir. Just so I'm on the same page, you said that you were going to beat Georgia, and then you said South Carolina is going to beat Georgia. So Georgia's going to go.
Yeah, they're going to have two losses. They're going to have two losses. South Carolina and Florida.
Okay, so I'm just making sure we're
They're
going to
go
put that on the book.
They're going to go 10-2. They're going to lose to South Carolina week 3.
All right, last question
right.
before we let you out of here.
I like them apples.
Jet Mech wants to know what you think the score is going to be for UF and the Vols.
UF and the Vols, we're going to win 37-27. Florida Gators. We run them out the third quarter. It's going to be like 37-6 in the third quarter. We'll let them score a couple touchdowns to make themselves feel good. But the fans are going to run out the stadium at neither. They are like they always do. At the end of the third quarter, they're going to take a trip down there to the Tennessee River or something like that.
All right. Well,
and the score for the South Carolina Tennessee game: South Carolina 38, Tennessee 24. South Carolina fans turned out the goalpost.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Thank
Good
you.
mustard bottles flying all over the place.
Go Gators,
man.
Go Gators.
Right.
2022 SEC East champions, the Florida Gators.
Okay, buddy. Thank you. How do we rebound from that? Papa B says,
I don't know. I mean, I can't really wrap my head around all of it. There was a lot there. There's a lot to unpack. A lot to unpack here, as Conrad Thompson would say.
Exactly. He goes, what if everything this guy says comes true?
Y'all gonna be some stupid motherfuckers for laughing at him.
Hold the fuck on. You were laughing too, you crazy.
I was not.
The fuck you weren't.
Well, there's a lot of carbonation in this. It's making my mouth do it like that.
It was tickling your beard. Is that what you were saying? Okay.
Something like that. Yeah, sort of.
Truth Too Deep says that guy should marry Will Muschamp. Okay. I thought Kirby Smart married Will Muschamp. Mr. Boogie said
he gave him a cock ring.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
Cox lose to Georgia State, but win against Georgia. Okay.
Yeah. Are you? I don't see that happening. How do you? That's a good point. How do you lose to Georgia? I mean, lose to Georgia State, but you beat Georgia.
You don't.
Jerry.
Did you see if we lost that game? Did you see? Oh my God! I come unglued.
Well, yeah, the jackpot reaction video. If you guys lose to Georgia State, is going to be on an epic level.
I could see like Ziggy running in the back of the house in the back bathroom, shitting in the floor, crouched down, scared to death. I'm up here beating my head on the oven like you lost to fucking Georgia State. Like
I don't even know where to go with that, man. That's just fuckery. I don't know. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
Hey guys, Dr. Bark here. Hope y'all are doing well tonight.
Hello.
I got a question for Jackpot tonight, since he's a fan of a team in the SEC. So obviously, all the talk recently has been about the SEC changing their scheduling format in the future. And one of those models has been the 9-game, 3-6 model. I think it's what it's called, where you have 3 permanent scheduled games in the conference every year and 6 rotating games. I was wondering, what 3 permanent games would you like to see South Carolina have if that's actually put into place?
Vanderbilt JV, and Vanderbilt C team. No. All right. Yeah, of course. Let me go Vanderbilt. Let me go Arkansas. And let me go Georgia. So you got a team that you should be a team that most years is probably going to be 50-50. And then you got a team that it'll be a tall order to beat most of the time.
Got a measuring stick. Yeah. I can buy that, Jackpot.
That seems fair. Just one more question. This is for both of you guys. Is there a couple teams that you would, this is hypothetical, I know it's the off season. Is there a couple teams that your team, Clemson or South Carolina, doesn't normally play that y'all would love to see in the future?
Jackpot, you can go first there, buddy.
A couple of teams that we what?
A couple of
that
teams
y'all
that
haven't played before? That y'all don't play much?
You should play. Okay.
Like out of conference?
Yes, sir.
Give me some Gamecocks versus West Virginia.
I can see that. Hillbilly versus Hillbilly. I like it.
Yeah.
No, I don't have a problem with that. There you go, man. For me, what?
Well, no, we play them in a couple of years, so that wouldn't be it. Or give me some. Ooh, boy, let me think. Give me some Gamecocks versus Florida State.
I can see that
them.
too.
we owe them. Gamecocks versus Maryland. There you go. Oh,
yeah.
Fucking shitbag ass.
Look at this. Billy and Jason both with the same thing. South Carolina versus Southern Cal.
Yeah, good. They can be looking for a revenge matchup.
Yeah.
The real USC. Or the battle for the real USC is what I meant.
Well, they lost that in the court. I mean, I guess you could go that route.
Settle it on the field.
Yeah, for Clemson,
we whipped their ass last time we played them.
Clemson should play Georgia every year, even though it hasn't been a competitive set. I just think with the proximity, they should play each other every year. But I like Clemson and Auburn too, and Clemson and West Virginia would be cool. But if you're gonna have go into play like a team from up north, Clemson and Ohio State would be interesting, and Clemson playing in the big house at Michigan, I think that would be really cool. So yeah, there you go.
All right, thanks guys. Y'all have a good night.
All right, appreciate it. All right, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905.
If you go back,
this is good.
You go back on YouTube. There's the 1980 South Carolina at USC game from Los Angeles from the LA Coliseum is on there.
I honestly didn't know you guys played them there. Did not know that.
We did in 1980. Yeah, they won 20-13. South Carolina couldn't really get anything going, but George Rogers rushed for like over 100 yards, and he took some shots too from Ronnie Lott.
Oh yeah,
yeah, because like I don't know. It was probably 15, 20 years ago. They had they released a video, ESPN did, or a DVD, like college football's biggest hitters of all time, and they were talking about Ronnie Lott was like one of the top, hitters of all time on the list, and they interviewed different people about him and how playing against him. So, and they actually interviewed George Rogers, and they had a couple of clips from that game there. And George said, "I tell you what," he said, "I come around that corner." He said, "And then he coming at you. You better have your head on a swivel. You better have your head on a swivel." You know who else played in the USC defensive backfield on that team?
Who's that?
A former NFL coach. I bet you can't.
Former NFL coach.
Former NFL head coach. Longtime head coach.
No clue.
Think of Porn Stash.
Oh, the Tennessee Jeff Fisher.
Yes.
Fuck, I didn't know that. That's pretty good. Mr. Boogie says Clemson and Arkansas. Yes. Clemson and LSU. Eric says yes. I agree with you on that. South Carolina and Boise. South Carolina and Boise State. Okay.
South Carolina, BYU.
Yeah, why not? I agree with Peg and Megan on Ronnie Lott could never play today. Yeah, like no, none of that shit would ever happen today. You're right about that.
Do you think any of the gentlemen who were at midfield for the coin toss of the Oklahoma-Miami game back in 1986 would be allowed to play today?
I'm trying to remember who all was on that team. Was it Michael Irvin on that team?
Michael Irvin was on the team, but the defense was out there. It was like, fuck. I can't even remember.
It wasn't Warren Sapp. It was
no. Damn! Go watch the
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Tolbert Bain was a defensive backs, but they were just all out there at midfield for the coin toss against Miami, and the one I can't think of his name. The defensive lineman was just looking at Bosworth. He's like, "I ain't scared of you, bitch. I ain't scared of you."
Here's the roster. Vinny Testaverde, that's Jackpot's favorite quarterback. Jeff Toretta, Steve Walsh. Look at for some of these other guys. Cleveland Gary, Brett Perryman. Okay, Michael Irvin, Brian Blades, Alfredo Roberts. All right, I don't remember him. Charles Henry. Yeah, he was pretty good. Let's see here. Who else was on that team? Willie Smith was their tight end. Jerome Brown played on the defensive line.
That was the shit talker.
Jerome Brown?
Yeah.
Or Benny Blades. Benny Blades probably said some shit too.
He did, but Jerome Brown was the one who was telling Bosworth, "I ain't scared of you, bitch."
That's pretty funny. All right. Final call for calls this evening, 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. Eric says South Carolina and Miami. I could buy that. That'd be a game.
They won't play anymore, though.
Peg and Megan says Mark Rick on that team. I'm checking right now there, Peg and Megan.
True Too Deep says, I heard Dabo's brother is pleading insanity. He is just crazy about that young stuff. LMAO.
I mean, it's. Are you guys at the point in the chat room where you're making fun of someone that has mental health issues that targets kids? Is that where you guys are now? Awesome.
Yeah. Alonzo Highsmith. Yeah. Thank you very much. That's who that was. Yeah, because Alonzo Highsmith was running back. So that would have made sense. He was telling Brian Bosworth, I ain't scared of you, bitch.
That's funny.
And they did, too. They kicked his ass.
Yeah, I do remember them winning that game. You're right.
Daddy O says Dabo's brother versus Sandusky.
I'm not even going to get into that.
Is Sandusky still alive, or did he die in prison?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, I lose track of when they send pedophiles away. I just hope they stay away. So, yeah, there's that. All right, South Carolina versus Nebraska. All right, I can buy that too. Yeah.
Do you think? Do you
All
think
right.
Joe Paterno is you know? Do you think his name should be Mud, or I don't
Well,
know?
I think that towards the end of his career, I don't know if he knew what all was going on, to be honest. So I don't know. I mean, but I also am in the camp of it sucked that the NCAA didn't what they took away his wins, then gave them back to him, and then let them off probation early. I mean, what's the point of even putting them on? You know what I'm saying? With the stuff that happened there, I don't know. I never understood how that ended up coming about, but just wasn't very good. They should have
I,
held them to that standard of we're not going to put up with what happened here. But
I don't know.
I don't
I
know. What a
think things
mess.
got away from him. Big Barney Ross says South Carolina versus Temple. Fuck yeah, like it.
Yeah,
Um,
you'd like that, right?
Papa Beast tells me write him a letter, Jackpot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, Jackpot, are you going to have a Memorial Day cookout? What are you going to have for your cookout?
I don't know what I'm going to prepare. Definitely something.
Are you going to
Think
cook, or are you
about
going to let your girl cook?
no. She won't. She's probably going to be working. To be honest with you. So I might cook something. I'm thinking about making a purchase of
What you going to buy?
a Blackstone flat iron grill. So thinking about it.
Are you gonna, what are you going to cook on that? Are you going to make some eggs and sausage? Nothing wrong with
You
that.
can make anything on it.
Yeah. I'm sure my wife's going to cook up something. We normally hang out with my brother-in-law and all them. We'll probably have something cooked up. I don't know. Monday is my birthday, so I'll have some. They'll make me something, I'm sure. Or I'll just go make me something myself. I can do that too. So anyway, all right. Well, I hope you guys have a great rest of the week, and we'll be back at it here soon, man. Anything else you want to add, Jackpot, before we go?
No, I'm just reading the comments in the comment section. X Crisis 187 says Disney likes to hire pedos for some reason. I don't.
I got nothing.
Daddy O says anybody that hurts kids needs to be eliminated. I agree with that.
Yes.
Jetmax says, will there be a show on Sunday? Will there be yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely will be a show on Sunday because I'll be home. I'm at home actually next week. I'll be there, Monday for Memorial Day, but I'll actually be at home working on Tuesday because my stepdaughter's graduating from high school.
Look at that. Gary says he's going to have to buy some good liquor. Well, we appreciate that, Gary. All right. Well, Jackpot.
I got to buy a damn present. I got to spend some money this week.
What do you got to? You got to get her. You got to get her something good for graduation, man. That's what you got to get. That's a good thing.
That's true. I got to.
What? Or you could just give her some money for when she goes to first week. That's what you should do. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, that's true.
As JR says, just give them cash. Just give them the cash.
Give them cash, Connie. Just give them the damn cash.
Give them the damn cash. That's the way that it works out there. All right. Thanks, Jackpot. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you later on.
Thanks, gang.
All right. There you go.